And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the AetherX Livestream. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've done this particular live stream. I'm working to try and get it more regular, perhaps every 2 weeks, but just with such a busy schedule, because really with the source flashlights, and here's one right here. Here's a source flashlight. See if I can turn it on. There we go. All right. These beautiful items have been just going through the roof and just trying to fulfill so many orders. So we're almost getting close to selling them out completely. So we do have some left, so it's good to go ahead and grab them while they're still here. I'm going to be getting another supply, but it will be a couple of weeks before that supply arrives. So it's good to grab them while they're here, especially since we have our discount as well too, right? Our promo code. End of November 22, so all capital letters, ENDOFNOV 22 for 22% off the products in your order. Other good news as well too is the Taurus bed kits are here, right? So my apologies for letting you guys wait for a bit of time, right? I was hoping it would be here in a couple of weeks, but there was just setback after setback after setback of trying to get the Taurus bed kits here. They're not technically at my house. They are in a warehouse in Canada. Basically what happened is they were being sent out from China, and they were going to New York, and because they were going into the US, because I was looking to originally get it in a US warehouse, but there was just way too much paperwork involved with that, and decided instead just to go up to a warehouse in Canada. It just took a lot of time to get it processed, to get it through customs, to get all the red tape, so to speak, taken care of. And finally, it was able to go up into the warehouse. So it is in a warehouse in Toronto. It is through a sponsor that is working together with me as well too. And they have done a great job. The Taurus beds are actually already being sent out right now. So if you've already ordered a Taurus bed through pre-order, it's already available now to be sent out. So you will be getting it here very, very shortly. They are currently working on fulfilling international orders. They have already done the Canadian and the American orders already. So now they're going to be working on the international orders starting this Monday. So again, for those of you who are international, who have already purchased your Taurus bed kit pre-order, it's on the way. Okay, so you should probably be having it here in about next week or two, I'd say, approximately. And I'm also going to be bringing the source flashlights to the warehouse as well too. We're going to have most of our stuff here at my location, except for the Taurus bed kits and the next batch of the source flashlights. They're going to be available at the warehouse, and so the warehouse is going to be fulfilling those, just because it's so much work getting the flashlights done. I was really just overwhelmed at how successful the flashlights have been. As soon as I talked about them, as soon as I introduced them, people just wanted to grab them. Like, Brad, do you have any more of the flashlights left? I'm like, yeah, okay, hang on. The very first batch I got was only 100, and we flew through those in less than 24 hours. They were sold out in less than 24 hours. And so I got another quantity of 400, and they've been selling out like crazy as well too. And that's just been over about a week. So I'm going to be getting another quantity of 500, and that quantity of 500 is going to be available at the warehouse probably within the next couple of weeks. But again, we have maybe about 50 of these in stock right now. So like I said, grab them while you can, especially when you have the promo code here, right? End of November 22. Go ahead and grab your flashlight. But I've also put 2 flashlights aside that I'm not counting, because we're going to have a giveaway today, okay? And it's going to be a skill testing question in regards to the flashlight. Don't worry, it's actually just a true or false question, all right? And the first 2 people to give me the correct answer will be the 2 winners of the source flashlight. So again, you'll get free shipping of the source flashlight delivered right to your door. It does not matter where you are, we're Canada, the United States, or international. All right, so giveaway is going to be happening here very, very shortly. So again, I'm happy to announce that the Taurus bed kits are here, and I also have another announcement because I sent this out to the newsletter last night. If you guys did not receive the newsletter, then basically the big news is that I'm doing another AetherX Transcendental code update for both the source flashlight and for the Taurus bed kits as well too. And that is basically imbuing the Kundalini power into the flashlight, so that when I do imbue this code, which is going to happen tonight before 9 p.m. Pacific time, right, when you have the flashlight, you're actually going to start shining Kundalini on you as well too. It is my Kundalini mixed together with yours. So I'm basically putting the energy of my Kundalini together with the energy of your Kundalini, and it's a mixture. And basically the Kundalini is always flowing through the body. It's not just dormant in the base of the spine. It is always flowing. The cerebrospinal fluid itself would represent the essence of the Kundalini itself. And so that is responsible for basically just functioning the entire body, right? It's responsible for the entire body's functions. And the Kundalini itself would represent an intelligence. It's not really an energy, but it represents a divine intelligence, and it can be utilized in the form of healing responsibly. And so this is why my Kundalini essence is basically bonding with yours through the flashlight and through the Taurus bed kit, that you'll actually be able to work with your Kundalini on top of your source center vibration. Also for the Taurus bed kits on top of your solar plexus prana, right? So the Taurus bed kits now have a triple header: source center vibration, solar plexus prana, and Kundalini. Okay, source flashlights will now have the source center vibration and the Kundalini healing power. Okay, so this is incredible. This is going to be very, very powerful. Your your technology that you have, if you have Taurus bed kits and if you have the source flashlights already, then you have two extremely powerful technologies at work. And so that is going to be added as coding updates to both the flashlight and to the Taurus bed kits tonight before 9 p.m. Pacific 9 p.m. Pacific time, which is midnight Eastern time. Okay, so by the time you go to bed tonight, you'll have an upgrade of the Kundalini for your Taurus bed and for your source flashlight. Okay, so Brad, do I need to get a new Taurus bed because of this update? Do I need to get a new source flashlight because of this update? No, not at all. If you have the technology, like I said, all of the codes are going right in here, right? This is what gives the flashlight its power. It's the logo. It's the image here that you see. That is what's actually coding the entire flashlight. That is what is imbuing the entire flashlight. I didn't go into every flashlight and tinker with the lens or anything of that nature. It's through the power of this logo here. And that logo has specific codes, special codes that are contained within it that's actually working for this entire device. And it also works, again, most importantly, with the light of the source flashlight. Okay, just like if you're looking at the Taurus bed and you see that Taurus icon on your bed, through your pillowcases, through your duvet cover, and through the tag that is attached to the fitted bed sheet. Yes, we actually have a fitted bed sheet now for the kits. Great, right? But that icon, that image that you see, that is what contains all the codes, and it's programmed through the sophistication of the codes to work through the entire bed, right? So that you're actually getting all of the healing benefits of the Taurus bed kit. So again, through the solar plexus prana, through the source center vibration, and tonight through the Kundalini healing power. So that's exciting news, and that was in last night's newsletter, right? So a lot of exciting updates to come as well too. So again, welcome everybody. I'm so happy that you're all here today. We're gonna have a great episode here once again today. And I'm also just gonna share the screen here. Just go to AetherX, okay? And just for you guys who are wondering about how to get access to the flashlight very quickly, you just want to go to products by category and just scroll down here until you get to source flashlight, right? So when you click on source flashlight, there it is, okay? And it still even has a pre-order discount that's still available, okay? And I'm going to run that pre-order discount just until November 30th, okay? So after November 30th, that pre-order discount will not be here, okay? This is basically in United Kingdom. This is in pounds sterling right now. So let me just scroll down and put it into Canadian. Now our default value is always US. We're basically in the US dollar. It's because we have a lot of American clients. Actually, the United States is basically our biggest assortment of customers. So we have the most customers, or as I like to call them, supporters. The US is number one, right? Canada is second, the UK is third, and Australia is fourth. So that's our top four. So because we have more customers in the United States, this is why at default, the amount is actually in United States funds, in USD. It's not actually in Canadian, even though I am Canadian. But the majority of our customers are actually American, right? So this is how much it costs in USD, $77, originally $88. But again, that is going to end at midnight of November 30th. So it's good to, again, grab these while the flashlight is at this price. And of course, with the discount code that you get as well, too. So again, as I mentioned, we're going to go ahead and do a giveaway. So we're going to go ahead and start that right now. And so, are you guys ready for the skill testing question? Like I said, it is going to be a true or false answer, okay? And that's basically all you say, just say true or false, okay? Here is the skill testing question regarding the source flashlight. The source flashlight has multiple light modes, meaning it has a low beam and a high beam. True or false? The source flashlight has multiple beam modes, like a low beam and a high beam. True or false? And the first two people who give me the right answer, okay, so there's Maria and Andreas. Okay, so Maria Rice and Andreas Mitleader, congratulations, you two are the winner. You were the first two on the chat to answer correctly, so congratulations. So Maria and Andreas, what I would need you two to do is just to email me as soon as you can, okay? And I just want you to email me at info@etherx.co. Okay, so there's my email there, and I just want you to email me that right now. And just in the subject line, just say winner of source flashlight. So just put that in the subject line, winner of source flashlight, and then just put your address, your email, and your phone number, okay? So once I have your address, your email, and your phone number, everything will be set, and I'll be sending off these 2 free flashlights for you this week, okay? For Maria and for Andreas. So Maria and Andreas, congratulations, you guys are sharp. It is true, guys, we do have multiple modes on the flashlight. So there's low beam, there's high beam. Okay, you can even go further where it goes down and it dims. And there's even a strobe mode for it as well, too. I can't remember how to get on the strobe mode, though. I think I have to hold it down like this. Yeah, like that. But there is actually a strobe mode. It actually says in the technical instructions. I never really used the strobe mode, but there is actually a strobe mode in this. And this is an incredibly powerful flashlight. Now, here's one of the most important things that people forget when they get the source flashlight, because I've gotten quite a few emails from people. So, well, Brad, I got the flashlight, but when I'm plugging it in, it's not charging. I can't seem to find a way of how to charge it. Well, this is what you need to do. As soon as you get the source flashlight, you unscrew this, okay? So you unscrew this, you would take out the battery, and you would find a plastic clip, okay? You want to take out that plastic clip first and foremost, extremely important. Otherwise, your flashlight isn't going to charge, okay? So make sure you take out that plastic clip, put the rechargeable battery back on, okay, and just screw it back in. And this is a really amazing flashlight. It's really good quality, right? It's just takes a few hours to charge. I think it's about 4 to 6 hours, and it lasts quite a long time. If you have a low beam, I think low beam lasts up to about 4 hours. If you have a high beam, I think it's about 2 or 2.5 hours. You have to check the technical specs because the technical manual comes in. But basically, you have my manual, and then you have the flashlight technical manual as well too. And the technical manual tells you all about the flashlight, okay? So again, if I'm clicking just like this, that's low beam, that's high beam, okay? And if I'm doing high beam, now this is doing some incredible work. I can already feel the heat of the source flashlight together with the source vibration. So like I said, when I first got this and I basically sprained my middle finger, I just started shining this on my middle finger for about 2 minutes or so. And as I shined it on the middle finger, it was like, I would have been, oh my God. It's like the pain is gone. It's like I'm no longer getting the ache and the soreness of the middle finger. So I sprained it. I was basically playing at a driving range. I play like golf at a driving range. And I hit the ball very hard with a club. And it basically just caused a sprain in my middle finger when I made the shot. And so it was aching quite a bit. But on the day, it was the day after, I'd say, I got the flashlight and I just started shining it on it. So, okay, I want to see exactly how strong this works. I put all the codes in it. Now that I got the flashlight, I want to see exactly how amazing this works. And it is one of the most amazing things we have, right? I've also used it for other forms of healing. I've had some chest congestion as well too. I just shine the flashlight on my chest and I leave it there for about 5 or 10 minutes, okay? Somebody asks, well, Brad, do you do it low beam or high beam? Well, it's basically your preference. If you feel high beam is too intense, then just stick with low beam, right? Low beam is fine. But if low beam, it has less intensity. So I'd say you want to give yourself about a good 10 minutes. Let's say, for example, you have some chest congestion and you want to just use low beam. You can keep your shirt on because it still works even if you have clothing. But what I would recommend, it's good to have light to skin contact, right? So basically what I would do is I would take the shirt off and I would just shine it on the skin. and I would just keep it on the skin. So I'm basically just kind of moving it around just like this, and you can kind of widen it a little bit, and you'll notice that there's a narrowing or widening of the lens. Okay, so basically if I'm doing this is widening the lens, a bit more like this. Okay, so it has more of a wider berth, or I can narrow it as well too. So I would narrow it if I wanted to do work like, say, on my ears. If you guys have tinnitus, this heals your tinnitus. Okay, I'm not making any medical claims, but again, this is something that basically works. You're just shining it into the ear like this. And I would say you want to keep it, I have it on high beam right now. So for high beam, you want about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, if you have it on low beam, let me just put it back on low beam here. Okay, if you have it on low beam, so if as soon as I turn it on, it's on low beam, you want about 5 minutes per ear. Okay, so just set a timer if you want to, and just have a countdown for 5 minutes, just holding it like this right next to your ear. Okay, and then just going to the other side if we're doing low beam. Okay, so basically whatever high beam is, so if I say 2 minutes for high beam, just double it for low beam. Okay, so if I say 2 minutes for high beam, 4 minutes, or in this case 5 minutes for both ears, and that will help to heal your tinnitus. So what is happening with the flashlight? How is it able to do this? Well, like I said, this is where the codes are contained inside this logo. Okay, this image here, the AetherX image here, is basically encoding the entire flashlight to radiate the source center vibration. So the source center vibration intention is contained right here in AetherX. And so as soon as you turn it on, the source vibration is there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys through the pendulum here. So if you guys are in my AetherX Academy, you're already aware about what the pendulums themselves can do. If you're not a part of the AetherX Academy, this represents a universal pendulum. Okay, this is actually created by a fellow named Ibrahim Karim. He is the founder of biogeometry. And what he did is he actually created one of these pendulums. He has several of them, but this is one of the pendulums that's known as a 16-disc pendulum. And it's oriented through its shape geometry in this way so that it can pick up energies from the divine planes. And that is exactly where the source center vibration resides. So what I have to do firstly is I'm just going to make sure I get my spin, or my swing I should say, properly. Okay, so I just get the swing going here. So basically what you're doing is you're looking at the rope like a sine wave. Okay, this is like your measurement gauge, your measurement scale. If you guys have taken dowsing, then you know this, right? That you basically work with a pendulum and you're just kind of inching your way up. You're kind of walking your way up the pendulum as you're getting it into what's known as search mode. And then at some particular point, you feel like a magnetic effect. You feel like a sweet spot. And then it starts moving in a clockwise direction. This is the confirmation of the pendulum that it has now been appropriately calibrated to your wavelength. Okay? So once we have done that, I'm going to look into putting the intention of seeing the source vibration in this light. And I'm just going to shine the source vibration in the pendulum here and just see how well it reacts. Okay? So the momentum through the pendulum, this is going crazy. The momentum of the pendulum is basically saying this is covered with source center vibration. It's just eating it up in that way. So basically, if you guys are skilled with dowsing, and if you guys have something like this, like a universal pendulum, okay? If you guys are familiar with biogeometry or radiesthesia in that way, this is a way of how you're able to measure the source center vibration. As soon as I shine that light upon that, and that was low beam. If I did high beam, it'd go even stronger. That's low beam. So what this is, guys, is concentrated source center vibration. This is why it's a one-of-a-kind technology. It's our first electronics device. We are also going to be getting the AetherX laser pen coming here very, very soon. It is on the way, but it's basically arriving by freight. So freight takes a little bit longer. So it should be here hopefully around the time of December. Okay, so that's one of the new products that's coming. We also have the AetherX eye masks that are coming as well too. So again, just an eye mask that you can wear over your face as you go to sleep. Okay, we also got a lot more roller bottles for the AetherX essential oils. Okay, but this again is pure source center vibration. This is why I was able to run it across my finger that was sprained and basically having it about 95% better within 2 minutes. That's incredible, right? So not only that, but you're also going to have the Kundalini healing power in it tonight, and that is going to even intensify the healing capability of it even more. That is also going to intensify the healing capability of the Taurus bed kits even more as well too. So the Taurus bed kits and the Source flashlight and the healing code cards really are kind of like our golden products, right? That's basically what I refer to them as. The bed kits, the Source flashlight, and the card decks, as well as the safeguards. Okay, so the environmental and personal safeguards, those are our golden products altogether, and they are all available right now on AetherX.co. All right. So again, we got more exciting products to come as well too. I'm actually getting more of a supply of the universal orgonite pyramids because they are selling out fast. We are basically out of the style 1 of the universal orgonite pyramids, so I'm ordering some more. So it should be here in about a week or two as well too. So more of that is coming as well too. We also got the visor sunglasses. Those are still available as well too. So the visor sunglasses are on the way. I'm just trying to remember all the big list of products we have. We have a couple more coming. We also have wall arrays that are coming, okay? I'll see if I can take one down so I can show you what one of them looks like, okay? So this is an AetherX wall array. Now, when we get into January in 2024, you guys will be able to purchase something like this, because what this is doing is this is working together with the nature of Feng Shui together with AetherX. Now, my girlfriend Brienne is doing Feng Shui, but she's doing the accurate Feng Shui. Unfortunately, there are a lot of inaccurate Feng Shui practitioners out there. I'd say about 90% of them are inaccurate, because what they're actually giving you is a fast food version of Feng Shui, and they're actually teaching you things that are actually incorrect. The great thing about what Brienne is doing is that she's actually discovering the ancient way of Feng Shui. And as I've always said, the more that you're going back into the ancient way of things, the more accurate it is. And she's been very accurate because in that sense she helped me out with my condo when it was going through some chaotic energies as well too, and we were able to stabilize it. We came into our house and we've been able to stabilize it, and we have a big house, right? So what you have here is what's called a wall array. So the wall arrays are going to be here in a few weeks. These two are also being arrived by freight, so I'm hoping it will be here by December, if not January at the latest. But with the wall array, I'm able to configure custom areas with whatever you require inside your home, or with whatever you need personally as well too. So what I do is I hang these up on the wall. So I infuse them with source center vibration, right? And I widen them, and I basically expand that source center vibration to the greatest capability that this particular object can hold. As this object is wooden, which is extremely beneficial for holding a great charge of the source center vibration. And as it also contains the sacred geometrical pattern, here as you see the flower of life, this is a very powerful, I could say, it's a power node, okay? And what this does, like I said, you can use it for a majority of different things. You can use it as a coaster, you can use it as a healing item for yourself, you can even put it up on the wall. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have different types of these, because there'll be different patterns as well too, and then you can basically custom make it, because I'm going to be creating an AetherX membership site. So an AetherX membership site is enabling you not having to buy just different types of styles of AetherX products. You can actually take the items from your own home and get them imbued into whatever you want. Okay, that is the gift I'm giving to all members. So let's say a guy has a t-shirt, right? One of my customers has a t-shirt. And so, okay, Brad, I have this t-shirt. It has like the Om symbol on it in that way, or it could be anything else, right? And can you imbue this? And I say, okay, well, as you're a member, because we'll have 3 different membership plans, you can have a certain number of custom codes that are put into it. And so they say, okay, I want to have something that will help with my heart. I want to have something that will help out with my joints. And I want to kind of really radiate the source center vibration through me. No problem. Done, done, and done. And I would basically just get that person to take a picture of that item, and I would imbue it with those codes. And then I would email them back when the item is now completed, and that they can go ahead and they can try it out. So what you'll get by being an AetherX member is you can just take your own items in your home, but I do recommend having these because these are going to be custom made, right? These are going to be custom for a majority of different things for your house. A lot of it is going to be Feng Shui enabled, okay? Feng Shui, guys, in its original concept is extremely powerful, right? It is astrology for the environment, and it is extremely beneficial for you to have, right? This is why I say contact Brienne, because she's so good at it, right? Her website is trinityhomehealing.com. Okay, and she basically has miniature reports that she can do for you. She also has a 2024 report, and she's just poured her heart into it. And she's just so very, very good at it. But we're going to have these particular arrays. I also refer to them as bilocators. And they're going to be put up in your house because you just order them for me. And then you just put them up in certain areas of your house. This will help to increase wealth within your house. This will help to increase health in your house. This will help to increase relationships within your house. This is helping you to increase career within your house. Every particular form of modality that we utilize for our daily living will be enhanced through Feng Shui and through AetherX. So we're basically referring to it as AetherX Feng Shui. Right? So that's exactly what's going to be available come January as we move into AetherX 2.0. And like I said, plus you're going to have memberships. So you guys will be able to turn pretty much every single object into your home with whatever you like and have it imbued with AetherX technology, right? So it's going to be very exciting. You can same thing with your car, right? If you basically take a picture of your car and say, okay, Brad, this is what I want to get imbued into my car, no problem. I might send you some stickers or something like that just so you can put it in your car. But nonetheless, we can have your car imbued. We can have your garage imbued, your bedroom imbued, your kitchen imbued, everything, right? So basically it's helping you to basically enjoy everything that you have already purchased and being able to imbue it with AetherX technology. So that's what our membership site is going to include. So we're moving kind of more into the service arena of what we can offer through AetherX altogether. But we will have these wall arrays, and they will be extremely beneficial for you. Okay. I am also working on some new projects as well too. I'm actually looking to get started with an electronics course and starting to build something that would be quite brand new, quite amazing, that nobody has ever seen before. And one of it would be what's referred to as the AetherX luminal mat. So basically what that means is that you would have something like a yoga mat, and you would have light attached to the mat, and it would all radiate source-centered vibration and Kundalini energy. And you would just lay down on the mat, and you can basically just have a dimmer switch, and you can find out exactly how much intensity you want, and you would lay down on the luminal mat, and it would help to bring restoration to the body through the source-centered vibration and the Kundalini healing power. Now that's quite a ways away, but that's an intention. That's definitely a type of product that I'm looking to create. So we'll see how that goes down the road as well too. Okay guys, so those are my announcements I wanted to share with you today. Those are the updates I wanted to share. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go into any questions that you guys have. All right, so if you do have any questions in regards to AetherX, into anything that's happening right now, feel free to add your question to the chat, and I will go ahead and just go through the chat from the top and just kind of work my way down. So this is just kind of a feedback from Turn Up Every Day. In 2 days, my healing flashlight will arrive here. I'll be mainly using it to charge my water since I don't have many issues with my body. Maybe I'll use it to improve my teeth. Yeah, I mean, you can use it for absolutely anything, even if you have crystals. You have crystals in your space, and this is extremely powerful for cleaning and clearing your crystals remarkably. Okay, so again, if I have it on high beam, and if I have a quartz crystal right here, it's exactly what I was doing last night. Not only would you want to clear it with the source center vibration, but you're also charging it as well too. And I actually just put that by my bed last night, and I had one of the most nicest dreams. Just as I had this quartz crystal just laying right beside, I had kind of like a small tower quartz crystal, charged it for about 1 minute long with the high beam of the source flashlight, and just put it right next to my bed, and I had some really peaceful, wonderful dreams. It was nice. The night before, I didn't do that. It was kind of a different story. But last night, had a really great dream, had a really great experience, had a good night's sleep as well too, felt well rested, because I just supercharged that crystal just for 1 minute with the source flashlight. So it really, really helped as well too. Fishy Fun also gave an update saying, I'm having wonderful results with the Taurus blanket and the pillowcases. My dog loves the pillowcase and snores less and is more active at 15. That is wonderful to hear. Yeah, that's great. And like I said, I don't make any particular guarantees about what exactly you're going to feel, because really when we look at AetherX, it's not medical technology, right? We don't offer any medical claims. We're not giving any medical diagnosis here. We are not a medical company in any shape, way, or form. We are, again, a spiritual technology company. That's the nature of us. And when I create these things, it really is relying upon the organic research of the people that use them. Because I use them, and so I'll put my feedback onto it. But then there's hundreds and even thousands of other people that are using the AetherX technology as well too. And I love to hear from you as well too. We got so many glowing testimonials on AetherX as well too. And this is all coming through organic research, right? So basically, when you're working with something like the Source Flashlight or the Taurus Bed Kit or the Healing Code cards, it's organic research. Not only do you have a great healing product, but you also have something where you can be the first to say, well, I have this kind of unique condition, and I want to see exactly how the Taurus bed works with me, or how the Healing Code cards work with me, or the safeguards, or the Source Flashlight. And again, maybe I have the selenite plate, maybe I have the universal pyramid, maybe I have the tumbler, right? I have the tumbler, and I'm drinking water through the tumbler as well too, because that has codes in it as well too. And these are the effects I'm getting. I notice I had really bad congestion, and that congestion is going away. I had a hard time going to sleep, and now I'm knowing I'm getting better sleeps at night. These are the things. You really just want to document how things are going as you're using the AetherX technology. And then you can just write up a testimonial on the site, and this is always appreciated, right? So that's always an idea that I recommend. Okay. So Fishy Fun 57 also says, I'm able to reduce the amount of pain meds after 20 years. I lost both my pain specialist GP, so I have no medical team to prescribe meds. I was left within 1 month's supply. Wonderful products. That's great. I love hearing that, right? When you guys share this with me, my heart just glows. It radiates with such joy, and I appreciate that. Something that I really put my heart into, creating these products and seeing you guys using them. And it just makes me feel so wonderful that you guys are using it and that you're healing yourselves, because that's really what my intention is to help you out with any kind of difficulties that you guys have, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And of course, I do that with newer teachings, but I also do that in a technological way with AetherX. And AetherX is always going to grow. We're always going to expand. We're always going to have new ideas. We're always going to have new concepts. That's how I work. I always evolve my ideas. I'm never just complacent with one idea. I like to build onto it. I like to add it. If that was the case, I wouldn't be putting Kundalini healing power into the Source Flashlight and into the Taurus bed, because those are the two great mediums that can hold it really well. So again, always expanding. So Michelle asks, will the Taurus blanket also receive the upgrade? Yes, absolutely. Anything that you have that basically has that Taurus symbol, so you know that blue circle symbol that you have on the blanket, the pillowcases, the duvet cover, etc. Well, anything that has that symbol will automatically receive the upgrade. It's like having software updates to your phone, okay? You have your smartphone, and you're being told, here's an update coming in. You install the updates, and now you get these new interfaces with your phone, and it's fixed the bugs, etc. Well, it's the exact same thing with AetherX, right? So you have your flashlight, it gets the updates, it's all done through spirit, right? It's spiritual code updates, and now it works. You don't have to buy a new one, you don't have to replace anything. You just have the same old Taurus bed kit, you have the same old Source Flashlight, but now it's been upgraded, just like you would receive a software update on your digital device. Exact same, right? That's what's cool about it. Let's see any other technological companies that are not digital devices do that, right? AetherX is the only one that does that. So let's go down the list here a little bit more. All right. Okay, here's one from Turn Up Every Day. You once mentioned that the Taurus bed kits receive codes to heal from viruses and bacteria. Is that still valid? Absolutely. I haven't got rid of any codes, right? Any codes that I've put in pertaining to viruses, bacteria, pathogens, all of that is in the bed. Like I said, I'm not making any medical claims, but the codes that are contained inside the bed are meant to rejuvenate the body. So that helps to bring alignment to any overages or, again, intensities that may be bacterial infections, viral infections, etc., right? So that is also working. But really what makes it even more effective is when you talk to your bed, right? You talk to your bed and you tell it exactly what you want. And what I would also suggest is just taking your hand and just placing it on the symbol of the bed and just keeping it on there for a few seconds so that your prana is really felt through the bed as well too. Because when I start doing that, I can feel like my whole body is just warming up. Right? It just warms up when it goes into the Taurus bed because I can feel my prana just moving through the body, right? I'm so used to my bed right now that, when you first step into the Taurus bed, it feels really intense. And it feels really intense for the first few days. After it starts to kind of mellow out, because your entire body has been calibrated to the positive effects of the Taurus bed. This is where people also talk to me and said, "Oh, Brad, when I first got my Taurus bed, it was like really, really intense. Like I just laid down on it, and I just felt like my whole body was just vibrating. It was really, really powerful. But a few days have passed, and it doesn't really feel like I get that feeling anymore. Is this unusual? No, it's not, right? Because what's happening is the reason why you're getting that intense feeling is your body is being calibrated to all of the positive codes that are coming in through the bed. So that can last a few days. After a few days, everything just kind of mellows out, and it just feels okay. It just feels kind of mellow. It's kind of feeling like I'm sleeping in an ordinary bed, when in fact it's maintaining those codes. Okay, so you basically get a vibrational alignment of the codes that are contained inside the Taurus bed. Then after a few days, that alignment stays. So it's continuing to keep you in that alignment. And if we notice that we've had a rough day, if we had a lot of harshness, if we, it just was a chaotic day, and then we go back into the Taurus bed, we may feel that intensity again. It's realigning us. Okay, so it's realigning. It's like a tuning fork, right? A tuning fork is banging across the desk, and here's your tuning fork here, and it's just creating sympathetic resonance, and it's keeping you in that resonance altogether. So that's exactly why for the first few days it feels kind of intense when you're in the Taurus bed, and then it just kind of levels out after that, right? And it's meant to level out like that because it's keeping you in a maintained vibration of goodness, okay? And this is why, again, I get so many people giving me feedback of what they've been able to heal within themselves, right? Not as a medical technology, but as a spiritual living technology. And that's the great thing about AetherX, all right? Okay, so let's go down the list here a bit more. So Fishy Fun says, so if I ordered on my cell, what is the default? My phone doesn't show the CAD or USD. It's in USD. It's in American, okay? So basically when you first come onto the website, it's your very first time on the website, it'll show up in USD. But all you have to do is really just go to the currency converter that's at the top of the page. You'll also find that on your phone as well too, right? So if I open up the screen share again here. So you'll just see here on the top right where it says United States, you would just click down on here and you can put your own country's currency, okay? And it would just basically show up. But the default, the core of it is in American funds, okay? So that's basically how the currency on AetherX works altogether. Okay, moving on. Okay. D asks, what is the difference between the flashlight and the laser that will be coming out, and when will the laser be coming out? So the laser will be of a lesser expense, okay? So basically the default price for the flashlight, right now it's at $77, but the default price is $88. So the laser pointer, the laser pen, will be at $44. So it's half the price of the flashlight because it is a thinner beam, right? Now the narrow beam for the laser pointer is very beneficial for orifices, okay? For your ears, okay? For your nose, for your mouth, okay? And even for just small areas like around the joints as well too. You can use it for large areas as well too. But it's basically working to give you a restoration, like if you're basically shining it up the nose. The laser pen would be much more easier for that. This one is a little bit more bulky pertaining to the lens, like it can still do it, right? But again, what I do not want you guys is taking the source flashlight and shining into your eyes. Please do not do that, okay? It's a very intense beam. Even if you're using the low beam, it's still very intense. Please do not shine it in your eyes, okay? And I know a lot of people want to do that, and you definitely don't do that with a laser pointer, okay? Laser pointer, the same rule applies. Rather, you should be wearing the AetherX visor sunglasses, okay? So you wear the clear glasses, you wear the sunglasses, and you take the Organite source necklace. You wear the Organite source necklace and the visor sunglasses, and that helps with your thyroid, that helps with your thymus gland, that helps with your larynx, that helps with your eyes, that helps with your entire brain, okay? And that's a great combination. That's how I healed my eyesight within 8 to 12 weeks. I used a combination between the AetherX visors, okay, and the Organite source necklace, and I use that as well too. But you don't go shining this in your eyes, right? It's just a big no-no. Same thing with the laser pointer as well too, right? We don't want to burn anyone's corneas or anything of that nature. So you're basically just using it around the ears, the nose, the mouth as well too. Like sometimes I'll just put this in my, I'll just open up my mouth and I'll just put it in there as well too, right? just like that. Now keep it in there for like a minute or two on low beam. If it's high beam, you might get a little bit of heat, right? So I keep it on low beam and I just keep my mouth open. And that does a great job for if you guys have problems with your tonsils. Source flashlight's perfect for that, right? If you guys have problems with your tongue, right? If there's been some bacteria problems with your tongue, source flashlight is perfect for that. Same thing with the laser pen. Laser pen will be perfect for that. So laser pen is basically the flashlight cut in half, right? It's a smaller version of the source flashlight. It has all of the benefits. It will also have Kundalini power contained within it as well too. Okay, so when the laser pen comes, which should be here in the next few weeks, then that will be something available for you. Just think of it as the source flashlight cut in half. Okay, that's the whole idea, because it will be half the price of it. All right, thank you for your question. Fishy Fun asks, question, how would a person use it to heal cataracts on a dog? Yeah, I really wouldn't use, I'm not sure if you're referring to the flashlight. Please don't shine it in the eyes of animals, right? And please don't shine it in your own eyes. If you're looking for that, then what you would want to do, because very shortly here I'm going to be getting the cat and dog collars, okay? That's on the way as well too. It's coming from China, so it takes a couple of weeks. But once they're here, there will be collars for cats and for dogs. I have a little kitten as well too, Gizmo. So I'm not too sure if one of my collars will fit. We basically have collars in small, medium, and large, and they will fit, I think, adult cats, small and medium-sized dogs. They could fit large dogs as well too. Once I get them, I'll know the exact measurements because I'll be measuring them. And then there are also adjustable collars as well too. So I might even be able to put them on a kitten. Might be, again, definitely an adult cat, a small to medium-sized dog, and it might also be available for large dogs. I have small, medium, and large coming. But those basically contain the activator codes, right? So the activator codes are basically what you've seen when I had the t-shirts together. I'm not too sure if I'm getting t-shirts. If I get enough demand for people saying, Brad, I want to get an AetherX t-shirt, then I'll put them out, right? Then I'll get them. But I haven't really had that many of a demand for t-shirts yet. But if you guys want t-shirts, you let me know, right? If you guys raise your voice enough and say, Brad, we'd like to get t-shirts, then I'll get t-shirts, right? But right now we don't have t-shirts. So basically we have the dog collar, we have the socks, right? We have the eyeglasses, we have the visors, right? Those are kind of like our accessories. But if you guys do want clothing, you just have to let me know, right? But for the dogs and cats, in the meantime, since we don't have the collars, what I would suggest is that you're working together with them, just have them on the Taurus bed, right? They can lay down on the Taurus bed, they can help with that. If they're having problems with their eyes, you can probably put a safeguard on them, okay? Sometimes you have to be a little bit creative. Maybe if you could actually create a temporary collar with the safeguard on it, that can also help as well too. Or even just put the source necklace around them. If they're okay with having something dangle, right, then it should be okay. You can kind of configure the source organite necklace on them as well too, because that also helps with eyesight, okay? So there's a couple ideas you can do, either safeguards, the Taurus bed kits, or again, the organite source necklaces, and just kind of calibrate them and configure them in a way that would be good for your animal to wear, okay? For cats, I know it'd be a little bit more tougher because they'll probably be attacking it, but for dogs, it should be okay. All right, thank you for your question. Let's go down to Susie True. I received a shipping notice for my flashlight the other day, but not for the pre-order Taurus bed kit shipping to US. If all US orders have been fulfilled, when can I expect my shipping notice? Okay, so you for shipping notice for your flashlight, they do not for the pre-order Taurus bed. Like I said, Taurus bed kits are going to be sent out this week, so they are on the way, right? So they're coming together right now. Like I said, all Canadian and American orders have just started to ship, right? I can't say they've arrived this week, but it should be within the next few days as well too. If you're not noticing any update, because you should be checking your email, right? Make sure you guys are checking your junk folders and your spam folders, because when these orders are shipped, you should be getting a notification of that, okay? Check your junk, check your spam, okay? Everything should be getting shipped out here. Like I said, they start on Thursday and Friday. So again, they told me that Canadian and American ones are pretty much done. So again, if you're not noticing anything by Friday next week, let me know. You just contact me and I can look into it deeper for you, okay? But the Taurus bed kits are on the way, absolutely. Okay, let's go down the list here a bit more. Okay. Oops, I lost my spot. Okay. All right. So CC Love says, hi, Brad. So it works through the clothes, right? Yes, it does. And I was actually doing an experiment on that, working with the pendulum to see exactly how effective it is through the clothes. So basically, if you have it on high beam, for example, through the clothes, it's about 80% effective through the clothes, right? If you have no clothes, it's 100% effective. So about 80, 85% effective. It depends on the type of clothing you're wearing. If you're wearing a jacket, if you're wearing multiple layers of clothing, then that percentage may decrease. If you're wearing one layer like this, right, then again, shining it, you should have about 80 to 85% effectiveness in that area. But my recommendation is if you're around people, maybe you don't want to strip in front of them, okay, I understand that. Just go into your bedroom, go somewhere private, take off the clothes, and just start shining on the body, because then you're getting 100% absorption of the flashlight, of the source center vibration into yourself. And it depends on your condition, right? If you have a very severe condition, you want to spend about 10 to 15 minutes per day with the flashlight, okay? And just shining it very, very gently, okay? So if I'm shining it, I'm not doing this, okay? You don't do this. This doesn't do anything, okay? You want to basically just take your time and just going slowly, right? So it's kind of like you're going 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, okay? So by 5 1,000, I should be at the center of my chest. 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10 1,000, then I should be on my right side, okay? So go slow with it. You're not just doing this, okay? You want to have time for the light to go in and concentrate. And that may be a slip up. So I'm just doing this, like, well, don't do that. That's not going to work. Go very slow with your skin, okay? We want to give time for the light to concentrate and go into the body so that it starts going into great absorption, right? So you're not just flinging it like this, right? Nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow, right? 1 1,000, find a center point, right? So if here's your center point, 1 2 3 4 5. By 5, you should be at the center. 1 2 3 4 5, then you should be at the edge, right? Do about a 10-second birth throughout the particular area that is compromised, and working with the source flashlight in that way, because now you're giving more time for the light to absorb into the body, okay? Very important. Okay. Okay, so if you guys do have a little bit more technical questions in regards to your orders, it's best to email me. I just don't want to put it on here on the webcast, okay? Technical orders in regards to shipping or anything of that nature, please contact me, info@etherx.co. Here's also a reminder, guys, I'm only just answering questions from customers Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sundays are my days off, okay? So if I don't get back to you today, it will be on Monday. It's also on our contact page that we respond to emails Monday to Friday, okay? That's just a reminder to you. So again, you can email me, but I'll be getting back to you on the weekdays, all right? Okay, so let me go down the list here a bit more. Okay. Martin asks, hi Brad, how is the source card deck coming together? Very slowly, right? I've just been up to my ankles, or I would say not up to my ankles, I've been up to my eyeballs with just fulfilling orders. We had tons and tons and tons of orders. I do have some of the source deck cards coming along, but it's slow going just because I'm so busy, right? Not only with you guys here with AetherX, I'm also doing sessions as well too. I'm working with full body healing sessions, right? And that is really intense in many ways, because there's just such a demand for a lot of the stuff I'm doing, not just with AetherX, but with New Earth teachings as well too. So I'm doing my best to find time. I'm going to do what I can to try and get the source deck completed before we get into the new year, but I just can't promise anything right now. I'm doing what I can to try and get it out. But when it is ready, yes, it will definitely be something incredible. So I'm working on it. So no real updates on it just yet. Okay. So Turn Up Every Day says, does the effect of, example, the orgonite necklace wear off over time? Or does it keep its intensity? As long as it's intact, no. See, the source vibration never ever wears out, okay? It's all just depending upon the object that holds it. Now, again, if that object is like an image, and if that image starts to get tainted, if it starts to fade, if it starts to basically be removed from the material it's on, then that will lose the effectiveness of the coating, right? Because we need an intact vessel, right? That image, just like you see the image here of the flashlight, okay? If this gets tarnished, if this gets scrubbed off in any particular way, then this flashlight isn't going to work. In regards to the source center vibration, it'll just become an ordinary flashlight. So again, we want to work to try to keep things intact. So that's really the key here. It really is that your medium is what needs to stay intact. So if you have a very good orgonite source necklace and the orgonite is completely intact, you are going to get all of the incredible benefits of the source vibration and all the codes that are contained into it. But if it's broken, right, if it's just broken apart in multiple pieces in that sense, then we've compromised it, okay? So then you would need to get another one. But as long as it stays intact, and the same thing in regards to anything else, again, whether it's using logos or anything else of that nature, like I said, the orgonite pyramid has that sticker on the bottom. If that sticker gets removed, all the codes from that pyramid aren't there, okay? So that is the medium, that is the vessel that is giving the codes so that the pyramid can function in the incredible way it does. So the source flashlight functions in the way it does, the torus bed functions in the way it does because of those images. Those are the mediums that hold the codes. So if those are damaged, then there's problems. But if they're intact, it'll last for as long as it's intact for, okay? That would be the answer to the question. Source vibration itself never expires, right? It's everything to where life itself comes back to and emerges from. It is the infinite. Okay, we're almost out of time, guys, so I think we're going to probably take about 2 more questions before we wrap up. Fishy Funness says, the Taurus blanket has got me walking after being paralyzed 90% after an epidural. I went to NS hiking for 3 weeks. That's fantastic, Fishy Fun. Please make sure you're leaving a testimonial with that, because that is going to inspire so many people working together with the Taurus bed. All right, I'm super happy to hear that as well too. And I've been hearing some good things from people. And I say, please make sure you guys put that on the testimonials, right? Just go onto AetherX, right? You'll see the testimonials page here. You just click on testimonials, as I'll just pull it up here, right? And we're just going down the list here. And some people may ask, well, Brad, how do I put a testimonial on the page? We just scroll down, okay? We got quite a few testimonials here. And we just see customer reviews here. Then we just go click on write a review, okay? And then this comes up, and then you can submit your information. You can even put a photo on there as well too, right? So you put your rating, you put your summary, and more information in regards to your testimonial. You can put a photo or a video up here, and then just click submit, okay? And then your testimonial is going in. So just go to the testimonials page. Remember to click on this button here, write a review. It's kind of camouflaged. I'm gonna see if I can make it a little bit stand out a little bit more. But you want to click on that write a review link, and that is how you're able to submit a testimonial. Because like what you guys are saying, it's incredible. Like hearing that is so inspirational, and people want to hear that, right? So just a reminder, please put your testimonials up. It helps so many people, okay? So going down, and thank you, Fishy Fun, for all of your sharing. So this one's from Celia. Celia says, can you put an eye mask or towel over the eyes and shine the flashlight so it's not directly shining the eyes? That's okay. I'm pretty sure that would be all right. Yes, right? So if you have, for example, the AetherX face cloth, or if you have the AetherX beach towel, and you just want to put it over yourself and then shine the light, then you're fine because you have protection there, okay? What you could also do too is when the eye masks come, you can put the eye masks over the eyes, and then you can shine the source flashlight over it, because your eyes will be completely protected, okay? So if you're protecting your eyes like that, that's fine, okay? I just don't want you doing it, you know, gung-ho, right, bare, and you're gonna go blind if you do that. So I don't want you doing that. But if you have protection, proper protection along the eyes, then that's completely fine. So yes, use the AetherX face cloth, use the AetherX beach towel, okay? That can work. And then when the eye masks come, you can use that as well too, okay? So good point there, Celia. That's good. Nancy says, will we still get a necklace with our new Taurus bed kits? I think you mean the old black ones. I really just, I don't really have those anymore, so no. We basically just have the orgonite source necklaces, okay? So the orgonite source necklaces are available. They're just much better quality because they are actually orgonite, okay? So we're using that instead. So no, but we may give you a crystal that may be included in the order. Brienne does that. She'll put little crystals in the boxes without me knowing, and she'll send little crystals to you guys that are source of center vibration charged as well too. Right? So that could be there for your order. Okay, so let's end on 2 last questions here, okay? So this one here is from Susan. Okay, question. If the laser and the flashlight heal just about everything on your body, why does it not heal the eyes? Well, because you can't shine that in your eyes. You just can't shine the light around your eyes. So like I said, it's kind of like what Celia suggested, right? Just put the towel down, right? If you need to, maybe cover one of your eyes like this, okay? And then you can do that. Okay, my eye is closed. and I can just use my hand just like this. I don't know how effective that will be though. I need to do kind of like a vibrational scan on that to make sure if that's okay. But what I would suggest, have it on low beam and just work around the eyes like this, okay? Work around the eyes just like that. Guys, you should be learning when you are like 2 or 3 years old that your mom is telling you never shine a flashlight in your eyes, right? Were you not told that when you were little? So I'm basically just telling you the same thing. We do not shine something that is this strong directly in the eyes. So I'm just going along the cheeks, around the side of the head, around the temple, and back up to the forehead like that. That's completely fine. Do not ever, ever shine this in your eyes. I am speaking on behalf of your eyes because I don't want you guys to go blind. Okay? This is an extremely powerful flashlight, right? If you're completely in the pitch black of night and you turn this on to high power, you can basically just light up the entire 30 feet ahead of you with this flashlight. It is extremely powerful, right? And I do not want that in your guys' eyes. Like, I've had so many people ask me, bro, why can't I shine this in my guys? Did you not get that little pep talk when you were 3 years old about flashlights and not shining them in your eyes? Did your mother not tell you that? I'm only telling you like what your mother should have told you when you were 3 years old. Don't be shining those things in your eyes. You're going to hurt your eyes. Come on. Do we have to go back to preschool here? What's going on? Okay? I shouldn't have to tell you that. Right? You do not shine a laser pointer in your eyes. You don't shine a flashlight that is that powerful in your eyes. It's kind of a catch-22, guys. You should have learned that before going to preschool. Okay? I'm just giving you that reminder. We do not shine that in our eyes. Absolutely not. Okay? You make sure you have protection before you do anything like that. I know you guys have eye problems. That's why I have the visors. Okay? That's why you get the visor sunglasses. That's why you get the visor clear glasses. Use the visors. Okay? Use the visors. Use the Organite Source Necklace combination. That is what cured my eyesight within 8 to 12 weeks. I did not have this. Okay? I used the visors and I used the Source Necklace. That's what I used. And now I don't have to do this when I'm reading anymore, because I used to do that all the time. Now I'm able to read everything with perfect clarity because of the visors and because of the Source Necklace, not because of that. So this helps. You never ever shine it in your eyes, right? If I find out any of you guys are shining that in your eyes, I'm going to go to your house and give you a big talking to, right? So don't make me come over there. All right, one more question, guys, and we're going to wrap up here. Okay, so I think we're going to end with Michelle's question here. Will the blanket work if my son with Asperger's sleeps in my bed? Absolutely, okay? Now again, guys, I'm not making any medical claims. I know you guys have supposed medical conditions, right? You really don't need to tell me that, okay? You basically just say, oh, this is what my son has. It doesn't have to be the official medical condition, because guys, if I have doctors looking at this and I'm basically making medical claims, AetherX can be in a lot of trouble, right? And YouTube could be, with my YouTube channel, it could be a lot of trouble. So I never make medical claims, okay? And I'm not able to make medical diagnosis because I'm not a medical practitioner, right? Everything that's being done here is being shared through a spiritual healing perspective, and that these particular products, even though they are very helpful, they are experimental, okay? So what I need you guys to do is I need you to be the organic researchers, right? If your son has a particular condition, have him lay down in the bed. Do it every single night, maybe for about a week. See how he's feeling after a week. If there's been a breakthrough that's happened, well, that's worthy of a testimonial, okay? But you guys are being the organic researchers, because I can guarantee you a lot of people that come onto the AetherX website will go right to the testimonials page, and they're going to start reading your testimonials. And you guys have put such incredible testimonials out. They will be so inspired by this that they will want to use this themselves. And that is the bread and butter of AetherX. It's because of you guys that AetherX is what it is, right? Please be my organic researchers. And that's what I can say, is that everything on here is experimental, living, spiritual technology, right? I'm not backed up by any peer reviews because I'm not in the medical business. I'm not in the medical establishment. I really don't care what the medical people say about AetherX, right? It's about what the people who are using this, because they are experimental, spiritual living technologies, and you guys are producing the results. And the results speak for themselves. And that's what matters the most. Okay? Thank you guys for all of your questions. Thank you for your feedback today. I really appreciate it. Again, we'll try to do another AetherX live stream here in the next couple of weeks. Blessings to you all. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the weekend. And I'll speak to you again in another perspective of the now. Remember that I have New Earth TV live on Friday next week. And of course, before that, I have the Signpost live on Thursday on the New Earth Teachings YouTube channel. So you can check that out as well. Take care. Blessings to you all. Namaskar. And be well with you.